On this episode of Roadkill, we're taking a big U-turn. We're taking the pole position.
I got nothing, dude.
I am telling Finnegan to get bent. We proved that we can fix anything. This may be the beginning of this episode of Roadkill, but that is a wrap. There it is. Working on the Roadrunner, but not this one. That one. The Road Wrecker.
Oh, you already got a name.
This thing is really bad. Look how this whole side of the car is a big curve.
It likes going right.
So here's the deal with this thing. A guy had it, it was like his daily driver, his pride and joy, and we don't really know the details of it, but obviously he wrapped it around a phone pole. The thing is wrecked, but it has enough parts that we can make it work. But my goal is to make this run and drive before we actually part it out and make another car. We got to do burnouts in this thing.
Sort of.
Don't bend the hood, we need it. Oh, there's animals living in it. Oh wow, the whole engine is pushed forward. That is not good. That means that the rear end shoved it all forward. I hope the transmission's okay. There's full-on raccoon poop over here, disgusting style.
This might be human on this side.
I didn't count on that.
That's just rude. Who poops on the intake and just walks off like, I'm out?
Seat is maimed.
Does the shifter shift?
No. It goes into fourth.
I think when it hit the pole, it knocked the rear end crooked, shoved the drive shaft up into the trans, shoved the trans, the motor, everything.
Yep.
Linkage on the shifter is no good. Like,
I was really hoping that was not the case. That's bad. What do you want to do first? Fire it up?
if the shifter doesn't shift, we're not going anywhere. So why don't we try to make the shifter shift? If that shifts, then try to get it running. And if that works, then put it on the ground and see if it rolls.
If the engine doesn't run, we don't need a transmission.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's make it run.
Let's see if we can get it on the concrete. Here's what's going on. This is a 1968 Plymouth Roadrunner with a 383 and a 4-speed. It used to be a nice car. I'll do it this way. Now, I will assure you, nobody got hurt in this accident. The guy walked away, everything was good. I knew that it was hashed body-wise, but I didn't realize that the rear end is cocked, but we can't give up until this thing is doing burnouts. There we go. Whoa. Well, what's about to happen is basically just for our own entertainment. We've got this pole inside that we're gonna wedge up here into the roof and support that and try and yank it out a little bit, at least to make it easier to work on the interior. Watch the dog.
Wow, that's really bent.
This isn't really doing anything but entertaining us. Well, Finnegan tried to pull this thing out, and it actually did some good because it pulled the door off of the seat, but yeah, not gonna buff out. That is junk. Save that yoke.
I know the outside is a really good indication of how hard this got hit, but really, you need to lay under here and look up at the floor. It's caved in, it's caved up. The drive shaft is bent around the muffler. The muffler is bent around what used to be a rear frame rail section.
Exhaust is off, drive shaft is out.
All right, let's see if it cranks.
Yep, let's warm the poop up.
Ah, whoa. Great. I thought nothing was gonna happen. I just had to turn it further. All right, let's get gas.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna run.
All right, hit it. That's remarkable.
Yeah, not bad.
Wow.
We have a cherry picker here. Do you want to take some weight off this and shove it rearward?
I'm don't see why we shouldn't. Is the trans cross member still kind of bolted in?
Yeah, that's got to be maimed though, because if the engine's shoved this far forward.
Oh, wow.
Is it bent?
No, it just ripped the isolator out of it.
That's what happened to the motor mounts too.
We could put it back together.
All right, so let's move the engine back where it wants to be. We're gonna send the engine to its home. The transmission mount and both engine mounts are just completely ripped. And so there's a clutch Z-bar over there that is supposed to go from, you know, the bell housing over to the frame, and because the engine moved forward, it fell off. And so if we ever have any hope of making the clutch and the shifter work, we're gonna need to fix that. Okay, we're gonna take some weight off this thing and also the transmission and see if we can shove it back. When you get weight off that cross member, it's just gonna slip back to its home.
It's working. There we go, keep going.
How's that?
I think we're there.
It looks right. The clutch linkage is lined up. I bet the shifter works now. It should steer now too. Yeah.
Ah, it's like butter.
Yep.
So there's reverse.
That's reverse.
Okay. Okay. First,
Yep.
second.
Yep.
Doesn't want to go over to third.
No, it doesn't. I don't know why. The shifter is hitting the floor or something, I guess. But hey, first is all you need for donuts.
Yeah. Seconds for distance.
I think we're gonna have to undo the ball, install it the right way. First, second, third, fourth. Great.
We have a transmission.
Making progress. I got the clutch linkage working and it was all bent and mangled.
Nice work.
And it's still missing a clip, so it'll probably fall apart at some point. And once we got that dialed in, we got all the shift linkage working. Please. Okay, we're satisfied that the engine runs good enough. We got the transmission going into all 4 gears. The next problem is that the rear end is completely crooked in the car. So what we're thinking about doing, if Bill will move aside, is grab the leaf spring with a chain right here and basically yank it like tow truck action and try and get that leaf spring straight. This is Tom right here, it's his forklift. So we're letting him 90-degree the car so that we can anchor it on this side with the forklift and then pull it on the other side with his tow truck.
Yeah, it's rolling.
Pretty good hit.
That didn't really work that well, did it?
It did nothing. Absolutely nothing.
That's incredible. That, you know what that means? That means that homeboy hit that phone pole at like 70 miles an hour. I don't care what he said.
Jerking with the tow truck didn't work, and so we're gonna have to free up this tire, which is bound up against the quarter panel here and up against the leaf spring here. And then we're gonna have to figure out how to maybe use like a spacer or something to get it off of the leaf spring, which I am now convinced is not gonna go anywhere when we're driving the car. So, I think we're giving up for the day, but I wanted to show you actually the problem that we're facing here. So let's look at your, typical 68 Roadrunner. Let's just say it's like that. Tire, 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 tire. Ours is more like this. This side is literally curved. This side obviously is like this. But that's not the only problem. The rear tires are actually kicked over. This is the rear axle. And so you've got no alignment from here to here. This tire is actually sticking out more than this one. This one is shoved inboard like that. And so there is no way this thing is ever gonna drive in a straight line. But we're not gonna worry about that. Instead, what do we have to do tomorrow? Drive shaft, which we are gonna cobble at home. Throttle linkage, because that actually got maimed in the accident. We need to rig a fuel system. From the factory, all the fuel lines run across the other side of the car, and obviously those are destroyed. We need to check the brakes. It feels like it has pedal, but it's also kind of weird. And we need a right rear tire and hit the road. Okay? See you tomorrow.
Maybe there's spare parts in here.
I know. I was gonna find out
This
first
is exciting.
thing.
It's day 2, we're opening the trunk.
Whoa, perfectly good. No spare tire. Factory jack.
From here, you can hardly tell it's broken.
Wow, brand new trunk mat. Okay, that's just stuff. I guess the first thing that we're gonna do this morning is, what, figure out how to get the rear end permanently mounted in there?
Yeah, for safety's sake, we should.
Really the problem is that leaf spring. So we gotta square that up, build a frame rail, make it happen. So we're gonna put it on jack stands and I think take off the left leaf spring, because here's the right leaf spring, here's the left one. Yeah, it's like this. Here comes the spring. Boom.
A little twisted, but
So now all we have to do is bolt it back to the rear end, see where it wants to land, you know, in nature. Let this hang out here.
we can hammer these flat or put them in a vise or something. And then just replace the shaft with a bolt. Done.
When the car was fully bashed, this mount was shoved all the way in here, which was tweaking the whole leaf spring and bending it. So what we just did is took it out, lined it up on the axle, and made it, you know, square. So we're gonna make a mount on this end so that this thing is semi-drivable.
Tell me when you're gonna do it. No.
There we go. We just pulled the rear end out of the car, which I really didn't want to do because this is the worst news. This thing is bent, kind of like the shape of the car. If you line up this axle tube with that one, they're like that. So that's junk. We got another 9 1/4 axle coming from down the street, which is like a, you know, later model, weaker, lamer axle, but it'll get us running and driving. So we're gonna cobble that thing into the car and, you know, move on. Never say die. I want the center section out of this though. Here's our new rear end, the Lopo 9 1/4 inch model.
Well, old rear end is out, new rear end is halfway in. Right now we're installing new U-bolts, and once we've kind of centered it as best we can, we're going to fabricate a mount to connect right here. This is the part that was really maimed. This whole frame rail buckled and was pushed in about 6 inches, so we're gonna make an adapter plate to go from here to there, which should make this straight-ish.
I think if we make the wheelbase the same side by side, then the rear end will be square with the front end. So that's 109 1/2. And this is, what? Okay, this is 116 1/2.
Wait,
Wait
a minute.
Can we check the other side again?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that is 109 1/4. Whoa, 7 inches difference.
Yeah, look, this is crushed 7 inches. Now we know how bad the damage is. I don't know if we fix it or not, because...
We don't. There's
Yeah.
no way.
So then do we just weld it the way we were gonna weld it and push the shackle up against the floor and call it good?
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
We've got this piece of scrap metal that we want to turn into our new front leaf spring perch mount.
Finnegan got the front mount welded in here, but we're thinking it needs some triangulation, like from here up to here. This thing is pretty beef. I'm just trying to make a flat spot on it so that we can actually weld to it. There you go. This is completely Mickey Mouse and welded to sheet metal. And by welded, I mean sort of stuck, but it worked. Watch. Solid. Now we're good. Fixed.
Right now I'm test fitting another drive shaft that Tom had laying around the yard. Drive shaft's too long, we're gonna have to shorten it.
We're gonna grind off the yoke and cut off the drive shaft, shorten it up to what we need, And then we have a conversion U-joint that goes from the large to the small so that we can slam the drive shaft in the car. Okay, ready for zappage?
Sure. I don't know if it's gonna go, but it's not gonna fall off right away. Oh, it's a big moment now. We're about to have a drive shaft. One step closer to driving around the block in this thing.
We're finally making progress. Finnegan's got the drive shaft in the thing, and I've got the radiator here that we're able to get from a local parts store. What are the odds that it's correct? Ooh, looks promising so far. Okay, this is way too big. This is a 24-inch radiator, and the car is set up for a 22, so it won't bolt in, so I'm gonna have to zip tie it in place. But usually the hoses will hold it in just good enough. And I had to use a flex hose here because the inlet is on a different side than the factory one was. All this tech to make this thing run and drive. This is gonna go here. Oh yeah. Okay, battery. More parts that are way too good for this thing. Ah yeah. Okay.
Right now, Freiberger's finalizing our radiator and electric fan install, and I'm hooking up a brand new fuel line. The original gas line that went from the tank to the fuel pump is a hard line that goes all the way down the frame rail. Well, our frame rail is twisted and smashed from the accident, so it's no bueno, so we're gonna bypass all of it. I'm probably just gonna go right up our new bracing, through the door handle and over the roof and into the woods and up to the carburetor. And the new line is on. Now I just gotta do is tighten the hose clamp, dump some fuel in this tank, and I think we're ready to try to start this thing and see if it'll go through the gears. This is gonna work. It's a lot of gas.
Clutch in.
Okay. Hey, shut it off real quick. The chain is sitting on the belt.
Oh yeah. Go?
Yep.
There's first, clutch out.
Oh yeah, there's first gear.
Doesn't sound bad, here's second.
That's faster.
Here's third. Wow, it's not making hideous noises.
Yeah.
There's fourth.
There you go. How about reverse? Reverse! Oh my God, we have all the gears.
Wow.
And this sounds rowdy, dude.
Yeah. Okay, reinvigorated. It's ready to go.
Do you know how fast you could crash this car now? Like, did you hear the rumble? It sounds amazing.
Oh man, I feel refreshed by new levels of roadkill butchery. Check that out on the pedal. The crash like shoved the engine forward so badly it actually ripped apart the throttle cable and popped like the little ball off the end of it so it wouldn't go in the throttle. So I fixed it with vice grips. Just shy of being able to fix it with zip ties. I'm proud.
There we go. Cool.
That quarter panel is useless and it's in my way right here. It's obvious that when we put this thing down on the ground with our new wheel and tire that I dug out of my backyard, that the quarter is gonna rub it real bad right there.
Done.
Great.
Let's put it on the ground.
Let's drop it.
Yeah. How does it look? It just wants to turn right.
I think we got the leaf spring height just right. It sits perfectly level.
You know the problem is the hood's open. As soon as you close it, that just straightens. Yeah, see, it straightened it right up. We're good.
Usually Mopar, Road Runners are B bodies. This is the C body edition.
I want to sleep tonight knowing we made something amazing looking.
Well, I think we actually made this happen to the point where we're actually gonna fire it up and try and drive it tomorrow. Because right now we're gonna take a break and just go savor the experience that we just built here. Just look at the aesthetic, soak it in, and drink a lot of beer. I think we're actually ready.
Oh, dude, I don't know if I want to drive or not.
Okay, turning on the fan, pro style. Boom. All set for my chauffeuring position. Oh man, you look good.
Don't talk to me, Jeeves. Just drive.
Wow, fires right up. Oh, the turn signals work.
Oh, our dome light is permanently on. That's no good. We can't drive this.
Oh, that's because the switch is probably open on that door.
It sounds rowdy. Oh my God, we're crab walking.
Yeah. Whoa, the back end was way closer to the wall than I thought.
Yeah.
Get that popping. Oh, this is so weird.
Easy. Where are you pointed? I can't tell. How's the steering?
So far so good. Track's perfectly straight.
We're that good.
I think the back of the car might be in the wrong side of the road.
It might be in the other lane.
I'm driving a 383 4-speed 68 Roadrunner.
Yeah, buddy. Let's go to Barrett Jackson and make some money. Because if we don't sell this car, we're going to lose the shop. Well, remember, the motor's not bolted down.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
and the
that part.
transmission is held in with a ratchet strap.
I feel like I'm making a U-turn at all times. Okay, stopping. It's actually not bad. I wonder if it does burnouts.
I don't know.
I think it'll break the drive shaft. The drive shaft feels real bad.
It's the Dracula of automobiles. It scares the hell out of everybody that gets near it.
Wow, this is bad. Let me pull over. We were having so much fun and then the brakes locked up. I can't imagine why. I think I can get it back home, but
It's almost like we were having way too much fun.
I don't know which end. I'm assuming it's the front, and I'm assuming it has something to do with the fact that I pinched off a rear brake line and it's building up pressure every time I step on the pedal. Wild guess, but unfortunately we're gonna have to trailer this thing back home and figure out what's wrong before we can go have some real fun with it. Oh, that was fun. I've had my jollies. You gotta drive this thing, man.
Oh, I need to.
Everybody's been looking at this car and it's tweaked and they're like, that thing probably makes better right turns than left. So we're here to find out. We're at Willow Springs International Raceway. They got a dirt track on the outside and a figure 8 on the inside. And we're gonna be doing some thrashing until it breaks. I forgot to show you something though. Check this out.
Sure.
We need to tear off the under hood stuff, cause look.
Oh, it's in the carburetor.
Yeah. It's sucking the under hood pad into the carburetor. Look at all that.
It's modified for racing. We're ready. How do you want to do this?
I figure we set up a course and we have to do it one way, then the other. I got no seatbelt, but I'm kind of wedged. Okay, I've got my lap timer here, so you have to give me a point. I guess it'll be the front of the tower.
All right.
There you go.
Aha!
Isn't it weird?
Oh, this is so strange. It's so crooked.
All right, and go.
I don't know where to turn in because because it feels like the car is already turning in.
I know.
Whoa. Oh, I'm in the marbles. These tires kind of suck. Whoa! This is hairy. Okay, so I'm not really getting any faster.
You are going faster.
I am?
Yes. Okay.
That was fun.
So that was the quickest one.
That was?
31 twice, and then that was 28.
Oh, wow.
But it was really scary from back here. Is it weirder this way?
No, I think it's gonna be faster this way just because I'm less scared.
Okay.
So the one where I drifted, that was the fastest.
Yes, it was.
Wow, that is so scary to drive.
Okay, that was terror. From the back of the car, it's already all crooked and weird, like when you're driving on the street. But out here, when he gets sideways, it feels like you are double crossed up. It's just spooky and there's no seatbelt back there, so I'm getting out. He's gonna do another lap going to the right, and I'm gonna time him from out here, and then hopefully I'll get a chance to drive, and I'm gonna insist that he rides for at least 2 laps. Okay, he just took off going right, which is the wrong way to go on a circle track.
It just wants to trip. It's not happy going right at all. In fact, I think the tires are just spinning the whole time. What the heck is wrong with this thing? Oh, I know what's going on. The front brakes are locked up again. That was the hairiest ride I've ever had on a racetrack. All of a sudden, this car didn't want to drive straight, it didn't want to turn, and it just drifted. Are these drum brakes? I don't even know.
Brake repair tool.
This'll go better.
It's gonna be way better.
Ah, that's better. Now it drives like a normal car that's run into a phone pole. Much safer. Let's go! Woohoo!
Okay, Finnegan's now doing his right-hander laps. This is gonna be the first timed one. Okay. Oh, he's getting brave.
Oh, hey Mills! Hey Mills! Hey Mills!
Oh, he's having fun now.
Oh, it definitely does not handle better turning right.
Okay, that was a 31-second lap. Looking good. He's gonna loop it. That's all over.
Ah, it's too much fun. This is so cool.
Isn't it fun? That was a couple sweet ones.
Oh, dude, it does not handle better to the right.
Does not.
No, when you're turning right, you have to look through the middle of the windshield, which is where all the cracks are.
Okay.
So you can't see. And I'm either just more adventurous now,
Yeah.
or it doesn't handle better to the right. You come into that turn and you're hauling ass, and as soon as you back off the throttle, it's like, let's drift.
Yeah, I told you, when you lift, it should spin, but
It doesn't do
it
that
doesn't
going
do
left.
that going left.
No.
It does going right. Maybe
No.
it's a new secret.
Your turn.
Now it's my turn, and I'm forcing Finnegan to ride in the back, and I guarantee you he's gonna be screaming to get out, probably lap 1.
This is a true test of our friendship,
It's really bad.
friend. All right, don't kill us.
I won't.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a wall. That's a wall.
pretty good. I'm sure you could go faster sliding if you trusted the car and yourself. But basically, can you knock it out?
I can't get out. I can't get out.
You're stuck for the next thing. I just did my left-hander laps. Now I have to do my right-hander. He was gonna get out, but he's stuck.
I'll just stay here.
It's really hard with the wheel so close to you.
Oh, that's it. That's the end. Oh my God.
How was that?
30.53.
Oh man. So your 28 is winning.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. This thing is a riot. I want to do this in a car that's in one piece.
Oh, I like this track.
Man, this thing is fun. Basically same time as Finnegan. I went 30 point something, he went 28. Man, that's fun.
Worst Uber ride ever.
What's the final verdict on, is it better left or better right?
I liked the left because it was predictable. You could hang the car out, and if it got too far, you could bring it back in. To the right, it just wanted to spin out. So I was faster going left.
I think you're right. Faster is left. I had more fun driving the thing and hanging it out and leaving it there going right.
Yes.
Even though you can't see out the broken windshield. You know what? We need to do one more thing, and I think you know what it is.
Burnouts for distance?
Burnout.
All right.
Not bad.
Look at that. It's not junk. We fixed it. We revived it. We road tripped it and we raced it, and it is still in one piece, friends. They're out there. Get your wrenches, get off the couch, fix something nobody else values, and have the time of your lives. Oh, that's the clutch. That's the clutch.
I think that was the clutch. I don't think we have a clutch anymore.
You don't. Get it to the trailer before we can't.
So that was a lot of fun, but let's be honest, it was also completely useless. I mean, I encourage this behavior. Find a car that's been wrecked and just see if you could get it back on the road, because it's way better than letting it sit in a backyard. But I gotta be honest, I bought this 68 Roadrunner in wrecked condition because I was planning on parting it out. We bought this 1968 Plymouth Satellite body for $500, and I figure for way less than 10 grand, I can have a 383 4-speed Roadrunner clone. Now, Finnegan says he wants to leave the wrecked Roadrunner as is because it is so hilarious, and he figures you probably want to see it in an event somewhere. Me? I want to part the thing out and make another good car. And if we do that, you will see it on Roadkill Garage. Support companies that support Roadkill. Buy your speed parts at jegs.com. Do 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 do, baby shark do do, mama shark do 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 do, daddy shark do do, then grandpa shark do 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 do, grandma shark do 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 do, going swimming do 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 do, saw a shark do 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 do, shark attack do 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 do.